Hi guys, today we'll be looking at how to tell if firms in a particular market structure is productively efficient using a diagram. Okay, so for today's episode, we'll be looking at firms with market power, so firms in market structures such as oligopolies, monopoly, and monopolistic competition. They will face a demand curve that is downward sloping like this, and an MR curve, and the MC curve is just your basic Nike tick. The only thing to take note is that the MC curve must cut the LRAC at its minimum point. So with these four lines on the diagram, you are basically set. The first thing to do is to find the profit maximization point, which is where MC cuts MR. And with that, you can see where the profit maximizing quantity is, which is at Q. And the profit maximizing price, as always, is read off the demand curve. So with this drawn, we will be able to start telling whether this firm is productively efficient. First, if the firm is productively efficient from its own point of view, then it should be producing on the LRAC. So we see that this is the case for this firm because at the quantity Q, it is actually incurring an average cost that is on the LRAC, and we see that therefore for this firm it is productively efficient from its own point of view. But something to take note is that for a firm with market power, particularly for firms with a lot of market power in market structures such as monopolies, this may not be the case. They may not be producing on the LRAC. Sometimes they may be producing above it due to complacency. So if that is the case, then the firm will not even be productively efficient from their own point of view. Okay, next, how do we see if this firm is productively efficient from the society's point of view? Now, from society's point of view, the firm will only be productively efficient if it is producing at a minimum point, which is the point where the MC has cut the AC curve. Okay, so for the firm to be productively efficient from the society's point of view, it must be producing at the minimum point of the LRAC at Q prime. So we see that for a firm with market power, it will never be efficient from the society's point of view because it is producing at Q instead of Q prime. So that means that this firm is producing with excess capacity. This firm could have enjoyed more internal EOS if it had increased production, but it didn't. It produced up until Q and stopped there because Q is its profit maximizing output. So when do you use this diagram? When the question asks you to evaluate whether firms in a particular market structure is beneficial to society. So take note that for essay questions, sometimes they may not use the word beneficial, sometimes they may use other words like desirable to society. So just pay attention to that.